Alright, what is going on YouTube? Tom here. Nice little windy day. People have been complaining I don't put this car in enough shots. So you know what? Here it is. It's my 2018 Mustang GT Performance Pack. Today I'm going to do the 6-month review of ownership on this car. So, of course, as the title says, pretty self-explanatory, I've now had this car 6 months. And in that 6 months, it's actually been pretty reliable. It's been pretty bulletproof. Haven't really had any major issues with it. So, just wanted to talk about that because a lot of 2018 and even now 2019 Mustangs are having a lot of problems. So, let's talk about the first major issue. We're going to go inside the car for that. A lot of people have been bringing it up, and that actually was the shift forks. Still have third and fourth gear. My shift forks have been working just fine. I'm going to turn the exposure back up on the camera so that y'all can see me here. My shift forks have been working just fine. Now, some of y'all might remember, if you're a subscriber to the channel, I had the third gear grind issue. So, I actually had a subscriber reach out to me about that. I went to the same dealer and actually had to get the flywheel replaced. Now, unfortunately, my car did not have that exact issue, so therefore, no work could really be done to fix it. The good news is, it's not really much of an issue to start with. So the good news was that was all it needed, was just really me learning how to drive. Now, some independent testing I did through Mexico concluded this shifter works just fine if you clutch and really give it a second for the RPMs to match, and you can really slam this thing into gear. Of course, I did clutch spring delete, which I know a lot of people, a little controversy came about on that one just because it was one of those things that they claim you're going to have problems with, but I don't know anyone who actually has had the problems with it. So that worked just fine. I also did, some of you might know, I did a Steeda X-Pipe on this car. So far, it was one of the other mods I did. And the thing with the X-Pipe was I got the active exhaust in this car. If you haven't seen videos on that, I'll go ahead and put that above as well. Go check those out. The thing with the X-Pipe is it really improved a lot of the sound on this car. Stock active exhaust, it sounds good per se, but it's not great. It just needs that little bit of extra help. Obviously, to me, it sounds better than like a Corsa or something. My advice would be, if you are looking to buy this car, get active exhaust and go with a resonator delete from one of the different companies. Most likely, Steeda makes good quality pieces at good quality prices. Of course, Michelin P4S's, I've had no real issues with these tires. They work great in the rain, which is amazing because Florida, it rains nonstop in the summertime. So that's actually an important bit. You know, they grip really well. Realistically, unless you're going to go supercharged, you know, these tires realistically can handle a lot more power. And if you get the Performance Pack Level 2, which has the Pilot Cup 2 tires, it can handle even more. It can handle more, realistically, way more than this car has. Of course,
stock.
I got a couple major complaints here with the exterior of the car. One are the Brembos. Now, going into this, I knew they would be dusty. That was not a problem. Problem is just how dusty they really are. Yeah, as you can see, it's pretty bad. And it's like this with any Brembo car. Anyone who's got a Mustang GT Performance Pack. I know one guy that paid extra to have Brembos put on his car, a non-performance pack. And it's like, man, all you're really doing is paying extra for a lot of dust. The fronts are real bad. The rears, I don't think, are as bad. I think it's just more road dirt right now, but it definitely gets annoying. You just can't keep them clean unless you're one of these people that washes the car every week. Because realistically, they'll never be clean. At some point, I am going to go to aftermarket brake pads. I think when these start to go out, and at that point I'll probably take the wheel off and just get a good deep cleaning on these wheels. The fronts are the big issue, but the good news about Brembos is they stop. The other day I was in this car with my girlfriend. We had to do a quick stop. I'm saying I was driving, and I looked later on the braking performance. It pulled a G going forward. But overall, those are some little gripes I have with the car. The big one is, and I know y'all are going to want to know about it, or at least I want to tell you about it, was of course the barbecue tick in the motor. Now, I don't have it. Now, I was worried about it originally because a lot of people said it's going to happen after the first oil change. It seems like when I first got the car, that was what everyone was saying. First oil change. Well, I got the first oil change, and luckily I haven't heard it if it's going to happen yet. Some people might know I really had to twist the dealer's arm to get them to put the proper amount of oil in this car. So something else to look out for. I don't know when the dealers are going to finally fix that, but if you do get a Mustang, make sure dealers know that it is 10 quarts and an 18 and up GT. Because if not, they're going to put the wrong amount of oil and, bad things are going to happen. I've been listening to it every time, and it seems like every day now someone comes on one of the Facebook pages with the barbecue tick, so it's definitely a widespread problem. I'm expecting some form of recall later, possibly a TSB. I don't know what's going to happen with it yet. It's just kind of one of those things that's going to happen. But luckily, I cannot hear it if it's happening on my car. So fingers crossed. Currently, I'm sitting right around 4,300. So a lot of people said, "Oh, you're not going to drive it." Yeah, I drive it pretty well. Driving it a good bit here. I'm on target probably around 8,000 for the year, which isn't bad. That's not, obviously that's below average. This isn't my daily driver, but I like to have fun with this car. I want to enjoy it for a long time. It's why the paintwork annoys me so much, is I really want to enjoy this car. My girlfriend's also in love with it just as much as I am. I'm having fun going out to all these car shows. I actually went out to one last night, and I decided not to film it though, because I ended up wanting to get serious about taking photos. So I did some photography. I know I keep saying also I'm going to get more serious about Instagram, so if y'all aren't following me there, once again, the link is down below in the description. So I still want to try doing more with that. Oh man, this thing, just the sounds this thing makes. This is for the subscribers here, all the I just never get tired of that sound. Oh, it's the way I can hear it reflecting off of things when I drive, and I'm like, oh, that sound. But without further ado, 6 months of ownership, I've enjoyed this car. I definitely am going to keep it long term. It's been bulletproof for the time being, and I really hope it stays that way. That sound. You know what? No one's around here. Just a little red line for you all. Oh, I never get tired of that. I really don't. Anyway, let me know in the comments section below what you all think about that. This plane's trying to compete with me here. Let me know in the comment section below what you think about the 6-month review. What all content would you all seriously like to see? Because I'm actually going to start looking into doing some of the content you all want. Especially once I finally quit my job and I have weekends again. Anyway, if you like this video, go ahead and leave a thumbs up. If you are stopping in for the first time, go ahead and subscribe. This channel's only getting started from here. We're almost at 1,400, so please help me out and get to 1,400. Anyway, y'all take care. Have a good day.